In 1582, 10 days disappeared. On October 4th, Pope Gregory XIII issued a papal bull. The next day would not be October 5th. It would be October 15th. 10 days excised from existence by decree. The correction was technical. The Julian calendar, instituted by Julius Caesar in 46 BC, had accumulated an error of roughly 11 minutes per year. Over 16 centuries, those minutes had drifted into days. The spring equinox, which determined Easter, was arriving 10 days earlier than the calendar claimed. The Pope's astronomers had calculated the fix, skip 10 days, adjust the leap year rule. The calendar would realign with the heavens. Simple. Except that time is never simple. Catholic countries adopted the reform immediately. Spain, Portugal, Italy. October 4 became October 15 overnight. Protestant countries refused, not because they disputed the astronomy, but because accepting the Pope's calendar meant accepting the Pope's authority over time itself. Germany did not adopt the Gregorian calendar until 1700. England held out until 1752. Sweden attempted a gradual transition and created a calendar that matched no other country for 40 years. Russia did not switch until 1918. Greece until 1923. For centuries, crossing a border meant crossing into a different day. Letters arrived before they were sent. Treaties specified two dates: Old Style and New Style. The October Revolution of 1917 happened in November by the Western calendar. All of this chaos stemmed from a single question: who decides when now is? And for most of human history, the answer has been the same: religious authority, because someone had to. Before centralized calendars, time was local. This sounds abstract. It was not. A village watched the moon and declared its festivals. A neighboring village did the same and reached different conclusions. Clouds obscured the crescent. Observers disagreed. Priests declared different start dates. Now imagine this scaled across an empire. Tax collection, agriculture, and military mobilization all required calendars. If regions could not agree on what month it was, none of these systems worked. The moon was no help. A lunar month is about 29.5 days. 12 lunar months total 354 days. The solar year is 365.25 days. Every year, a lunar calendar drifts 11 days backward against the seasons. In 3 years, the calendar slips a full month. In 17 years, summer festivals occur in winter. The sun was not reliable either. A solar year is not a clean number, and any whole-day calendar accumulates error. Equinoxes drift, solstices wander. Nature provides rhythms, but it does not provide a schedule. Precision required human decision. Someone had to declare when the year began and when sacred days arrived. That declaration was not optional. It was the foundation of social coordination. Precision required human decision. Someone had to declare when the year began. Someone had to decide when the month turned and when sacred days arrived. That declaration was not optional. It was the foundation of social coordination. Every major religious system solved this problem the same way. They stopped observing time. They started declaring it. Here is what most explanations miss. Religious calendars are often wrong, and that is not a failure. The Jewish calculated calendar sometimes declares the new month early or late. Passover can fall later than the spring equinox would suggest. The Islamic calendar does not attempt to track the seasons at all. This was not an oversight. When Muhammad established the Islamic calendar, intercalation was rejected. Extra days or months to realign with the seasons were forbidden. The result is drift. Islamic months move backward through the seasons. A full cycle completes roughly every 33 years. Ramadan appears in summer, then spring, then winter, then autumn. Then it returns to summer again. The calendar ignored the seasons. It was not tied to harvest or planting. Geography no longer mattered. Ramadan worked the same everywhere. In Mecca, in Morocco, in Malaysia. It also worked in Minneapolis. Climate did not matter. Latitude did not matter. The calendar served the community. It did not serve the cosmos. Synchronization came first. Every Muslim observed the same lunar month, regardless of local season, regardless of location. Precision would have fractured the system. Different regions would have diverged. Unity would have failed. Drift solved the problem. The months moved. The community stayed together. Christianity faced the same constraint, but it handled it differently. And the result was conflict. Easter was tied to a lunar event. It followed Passover, which followed a lunar calendar. Christianity spread through a solar world. Roman time governed civil life. Religious time did not match it. Different communities celebrated Easter on different days. The central ritual of the faith was desynchronized. Authority was challenged. In the year 325, leaders met at Nicaea. They debated theology. They debated time. Easter would fall on a Sunday, after the first full moon, after the spring equinox. The goal was unity. All churches would celebrate together. Difference would be eliminated. The rule did not end disagreement. Different regions calculated differently. Easter still drifted. The Irish Church developed its own system. Geography protected the difference. Until contact resumed. In the year 664, a decision was forced. One method would survive, the other would not. The Roman calculation won, not because it was more accurate, but because it unified. A church that could not share Easter could not claim to be one church. Difference was intolerable.